Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Hare Hora Hari Bol.
Hare
Srila
Krishna.
Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, I am just reaching here in temple, Vrindavan temple, and and it was hundreds and thousands of people are there on the street. It was very tough to find a way to temple. I'm in Vrindavan now. So I'll just take 1 more minute. I'll just put tilak and fresh myself, have a little water, and I join back. Is it okay, Prabhuji?
Okay, Prabhuji, no problem. Go ahead.
Just 1 or 2 minutes, Prabhuji. I just written 1 or 2 minutes. I'm sorry for actually. I didn't know that there'll be so much rush. Actually, I had gone to Govardhan today for some seva.
Hare Bol.
Quickly complete my exam.
Hare Sudarshan Prabhu, you can keep reading his Prabhuji's book.
Sorry, Prabhuji.
No. Sudarshan was there, Prabhu.
Introduction, no, Prabhu.
No, Prabhuji, the book I
No. That is about description about book, Prabhu.
Okay.
Already
we can do one more. Once again, you can give that introduction.
Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, but by the time Prabhu comes, yes, Prabhu. I will read that, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Thunderous pranams to all assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. First of all, I consider it as my honor to introduce Prabhuji to all of you. Prabhu is a resident monk at ISKCON NVCC Pune. Prabhu has written and teaches courses on spirituality, lifestyle management, and philosophy at various colleges and in the temple. For the past 15 years, Prabhu has studied ancient spiritual texts and has a passion to share the insights and worldviews contained therein. Prabhu was attracted to the idea of simple living, high thinking after graduating from Pune University with a BE in information technology and working for a few years in software companies as a software developer. Prabhu adopted a full-time monastic life to further his knowledge, deepen his spirituality, and share these timeless principles with the wider society. Prabhu is also an author of a widely appreciated fiction, namely Weed Out. The book gives awareness and solutions to the problems of addiction through a thrilling story. Prabhu has also assisted in the translation and editing of multiple other books. Prabhu has built a collaborative online community translation platform, Translations, for the translation of heritage books through multiple volunteers. His Grace Toshan Nimai Prabhu has launched Vital, that is Vrindavan Chandra Institute of Technology, Arts and Languages, which conducts various courses in the area of theology, fine arts, and linguistics. He is part of ISKCON's GBC SPT, that is Strategic Planning Team, and assists in its various services. His Grace Toshan Nimai Prabhu is co-founder of the app Vrinda, a mobile application platform that connects classical and spiritual artists with events. Prabhu is working on a crowdfunding platform, Vidyartha, which donates spiritual and inspirational books to school libraries supported by contributions from alumni, and another mobile application platform for connecting volunteers and services. Very highly inspiring data about Prabhuji. Now I'll take 2 more minutes to tell you all about Prabhu's latest publication. This article has come in official news agency of the ISKCON. This is dated 22nd May this year, 2022. Heading goes like this: Honorable Governor of Kerala inaugurates new Srila Prabhupada book. The Governor of Kerala State of India, Honorable Sri Arif Muhammad Khan, officially inaugurated the brief biography of Srila Prabhupada titled The Captain, written by Toshan Nimai Das from ISKCON Pune on 4th May 2022. Written and presented on the occasion of the 125th anniversary of the appearance of Srila Prabhupada, this book is based on Srila Prabhupada Leelamrita and other biographies of Srila Prabhupada and is presented in a brief biography style in 14 chapters. After each chapter, the author has added an essay containing philosophical tidbits, historical information, and practical application points such as easy to remember acronyms, icons, statistics, etc. The appendices in the end contain other relevant and interesting information about Srila Prabhupada. Full of pictures and hand illustrations, this book is written mainly for guests and dignitaries visiting ISKCON, for school competitions on Srila Prabhupada, for new devotees, etc. This book is already translated into all Indian prominent languages of various states and is also being translated into foreign languages. Gradually, other languages will be published with help of local temples. This book is available to order. Bulk orders will be given a considerable discount. If you wish to print this book in your local language, order books or make any inquiry, you may write to the author at toshanimaidas@gmail.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you. Thank you for patiently waiting so long. Are you able to see me, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Are you able to see me?
No, Prabhu, we are not able to see you, Prabhu. Only audio we are able to hear.
Okay, 1 second. I will switch on my camera.
Your video is
Now
off.
okay. Now okay, Prabhu.
I'm sorry, actually. This is Rundavan and I'm in ashram, and I this is very first time I'm staying in ashram here, so I don't know many things. So to arrange Wi-Fi and electricity connection, everything is a challenge, because just yesterday we arrived actually, and I'm just traveling. But I think we can start. The lights and everything. Let's start, Prabhuji. Om Ajnanatimmirandasya Jnananjalshalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Ramine Gorkushe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vansha Kalpatarubhascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we welcome all the devotees of Kanaya. Thank you for inviting me again, and also I welcome devotees from Pune, some of the devotees from Pune, and I have some groups actually. They may not be from Pune, but they're connected, somehow in some of our groups. and kindly they give me always the opportunity to share some Krishna Katha, and in return become myself, I become more Krishna conscious because of their association. So I thank you all actually, that you're giving me an opportunity now and then to become Krishna conscious and to meditate on Lord's pastimes, and to become myself more and more Krishna conscious. So for us, the hearing is a main key. Through hearing, Pravishta Karnarandrena Swanam Bhavasaruruham Dhunoti Shamala Krishna. Silas Yatha Sharat. It is mentioned that Krishna, who is very kind master and very kind, loving, dear friend of every living being, Pravishta Karnarandrena. He enters through our ear holes in our heart. And Swanam Bhavasaruruham. He enters the heart of his his devotees, and the thankless task of cleansing that heart. Dhunoti Shamala Krishna. Our heart, which is tainted with so many kind of impurities, Krishna very kindly does the job of cleaning all those impurities from our heart, purifying our heart. As if there is a torrential rain cloud in the Sharad Rutu. Because of that, whole the roots, if a little rain is there, everything will become muddy. But the torrential rains are there, everything will become spick and span, very clean on the road. So our hearts become purified by Krishna's mercy. So Srimad Bhagavatam mentioned how we should hear. Shunvan, Supathan, Vicharana Paro. It's mentioned that we should very carefully hear Srimad Bhagavatam. Then Supathan, we should remember and we should repeat. We should speak it out. And Vicharana Paro, we should meditate upon whatever message we heard. So Mahavishnu Swami Maharaj used to say that actual Bhagavatam class begins when the Bhagavatam class is over. Then you understand the sincerity of the hearer. If he's able to recollect and try to meditate upon what is being spoken, then that's considered as a sign of very sincere devotee. So it's wonderful that apart from the class, I get opportunity to meditate on instructions of Bhagavatam and see how much I'm applying and what I'm sharing. Right. So this part today, I'm going to, it has been asked me to discuss the pastime of Lord Balram killing Balavala demon and also going to the transcendental pilgrimages. And I'm also on the pilgrimage. I am traveling Vrindavan Dham. Actually, it's a pre-pilgrimage, I can say, because it's an advanced booking party. We're going to have a Vrindavan Dham Yatra in Kartik. And for that Yatra, we are here and booking accommodation and looking for different places. Right. So we're here because of that reason. But yeah, sort of a pilgrimage also. As and when we're getting a chance, we're getting down and on the streets and visiting temples. And today I was in Govardhan, so I could go to Radha Kund, sit sometime and chant some rounds there, and go to his Bhakti Swarup Damodar Maharaj Samadhi and pray to his holy self. So in this way, yeah, it's a little relevant, being on a pilgrimage. And of course, there's one more reason actually is important, because I can share, because this pilgrimage, actually, because I've been told, at night, like noon, 11, 12 o'clock, what is the chapter? And I was in whole thing of booking and everything. I told I don't have so much time to prepare, structured class today. So online classes generally, I try to prepare and create some flow. But today, because I really didn't have time, actually, I just could read that whole chapter and I thought I'll share a little bit, my 2 cents of realization, whatever it'll have. So please forgive me if I am going, when Lord Nityananda Prabhu's party was coming towards Mayapur, they used to take a left turn is supposed to there, and they'll walk 10 kilometers ahead, and then they'll come back, and there's right, and they'll walk 20 kilometers ahead. So in this way, they're transcendentally roaming here and there, and then in the end, finally they reached the Mayapur Dham, Navdeep Dham. So similarly, forgive me if you find it, Prabhu ji, aaj kahan pe ja rahe, aap kya bata rahe, kya connection is iska, right? So what I was meditating upon was, I'll be very honest to tell, actually, we came to Vrindavan and we wanted to go back to Pune immediately on the weekend, because I have some programs on the weekend and I wanted to do that. But suddenly, we didn't get the tickets of the train, and then we had extra stay 1 week. And then I planned, okay, I'll stay here and I'll do my service, a little bit service I've got here. Actually, Gurukul Radhakant Prabhu has engaged me in giving some classes for the children, and I'm supposed to book our accommodation. That is one more service. And I thought it's a wonderful opportunity. Radhashtami is coming, and very first time in my life, I'm getting an opportunity to celebrate Radhashtami festival in Vrindavan Dham. Vrindavan Dham is actually a god of Srimati Radharani. But then I got a message from our temple, senior devotees that, you please consider what, how much service need is there, and you check with Radhesham Prabhu, what is his desire is there. We should we should not be in a mood of enjoyment in Dham. We should there to serve. That should be always our mood. And as soon as the task is finished, unless there is a yatra, either we are a spiritual master or we are as a guide and we're guiding some people. Just casually being there in Dham is not such a good attitude. That's what I understood. Last time, the pilgrim, actually the last class we might had last week, Sri Chaitanya Chandra Guru Master shared that Lord Balram, he's in a little bit, Lord Balram has different mellows with Krishna, and one of the mellow he has is like his mellow is sometimes he's a little opposite. I can say he's a Prativirod. He's sometimes he goes against. Apparently he thinks it seems like he's gone against Krishna, but actually it's increased the flavor of the pastimes of Krishna. So you find here there's going to be war. Krishna sided with Pandavas. Okay, and then Duryodhana is disciple of Balram, and there's going to be fighting. And again, you may ask, like, Duryodhana's guru is Balram. One of the initiated devotee in his name is Duryodhana Guru Das. Is Balramji's servant. So Balramji is Duryodhana's spiritual master. How come Balramji can be spiritual master of Duryodhana, who tried to persecute pure devotees so many ways? So this is a way actually that Balramji has this little different flavor to add a flavor to Krishna's pastime. So if you eat butter halwa in our Pune temple, is very, very tasty. The butter halwa in Pune temple is very tasty. So generally to increase the taste, they add a salt in the butter halwa. So it's pretty amazing actually. Vismay karne wali baat hai ki, are yaar, halwa mein kaise salt dal sakte? But adding a little salt to the butter halwa, it increases the punch of the taste. Right. So Balramji sometimes taking such stands, seemingly opposite stands to Krishna, actually, it increases the taste of Krishna's pastime, which it makes more dramatic. So we can totally understand actually how Krishna, the Balramji is so much surrendered to Krishna that he's ready to do anything and everything, whatever Krishna desires. जो भी कृष्णा करना चाहते हैं वो बलराम जी वैसे करते हैं. तो यहाँ पे फाइट होने वाला है. बलराम जी saying, okay, I don't want to be in a fighting scene. Okay, I want to keep away. And he is going on the pilgrimage. And right at the pilgrimage, he is going to Naimisharanya, and sages are gathered there for thousands of years. They're going to do yagya. And there sits Romaharshan Sud, and everybody is ready to hear from him, hearing him. And as Balramji appears, everybody gets up. The saints get up, and all the kingly, saintly kings get up, and everybody gets up, and everybody is offering respects, in their own ways, to Lord Balram. But Lord Balramji find that Romaharshan Sud, rather than standing up and getting up, offering respect to Balram, he's still sitting and thinking in his heart. Balramji he's Paramatma in the heart also, right? His expansion of Balramji is Mahavishnu, and one of the expansion Mahavishnu, and Mahavishnu, the expansion is Paramatma in our heart, Shurakshay Vishnu. So Balramji knows what is in the heart. He senses there is a pride because I'm sitting on a Vyasasana. So I have right to not respect Balramji. I am something superior than him. That pride is sensed in the heart of Romaharshan. So then Balramji is very, very eager to apply. They have come to Dharma Sansthapanarthaya, to properly establish the principles of religion. If Lord doesn't establish, who will establish? So sensing the pride in the heart of Romaharshan Sud, Balramji takes a Kushagrasa and slightly touches him, and you find Romaharshan Sud is dead. The speaker is dead there. What a chaos in the assembly. That speaker himself has gone dead. He's been killed by the Lord. So Lord doesn't want to tolerate actually the pride. It's very important that I've seen Radheshyam Prabhu. You might have seen this famous video. I don't know how many of you seen. One time Radheshyam Prabhu was giving class in GV, Gordhaniko village, and that time our spiritual master came. Right, his master came, and then Radheshyam, as soon as he saw Maharaj, he jumped from the Vyasasana and immediately offered obeisance. You can just see it was like knee-jerk reaction. They call it knee-jerk reaction. It was a knee-jerk reaction. Radheshyam just jumped and offered his respect. So it needs that kind of surrender, that kind of humility to be really qualified to be a speaker of Srimad Bhagavatam. Many times, we being now online world like you in Zoom, and I'm on Zoom, and you never know what is my character and what is my standing. Fortunately, I'm in under Radheshyam Prabhu's care, and you believe Radheshyam Prabhu is such a great leader, wonderful leader. So people under him might have similar qualities. I want to honestly tell that I really lack, but I need your lot of mercy actually to cultivate good qualities. And I'm not really qualified to be a speaker, I can say, but fortunately devotees are giving me chance, and I seize that as an opportunity to speak to myself and improve myself and also become more Krishna conscious. And in that turn, if some lessons come out by mercy of Acharya, Guru Parampara has heard, all the credit goes to them. What the faults, they belong to me actually, and I see my faults. Please pray for me. Be kind and be merciful. Vaishnavas are very, very merciful. right? So on Zoom nowadays, it has become really easy, you know, on social media, where people can post themselves, you know, like when you post your picture on social media, out of 10 pictures, you choose just one picture, you know, the best picture, right? So it's not, it's reality, but it's not full reality. It's just a slice of a reality when you post something on social media, right? And based upon our pictures and our videos and our, you know, the gestures we give on that, people judge us. Okay, you're such a happy person, such a wonderful. I know people are getting depressed that everybody else in the world is happy, and I know in my heart I'm posing to be happy. People are thinking I'm happy, and I am so much suffering in my heart. And that is the story of everybody. Everybody's thinking. Like the story of Bhakti Siddhanta Thakur, you know, 5 paisa circus. Anybody's heard the story? You know, there was a 5 paisa circus one time, and all people were, you know, like, you know, really eager. What is this 5 paisa circus? And one people they were admitting inside, and they're beating like anything. Boom, 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 boom. सब जगह से मार रहे थे और फिर उसको बाहर निकाल देते. सब कैसा था सर्कस? मजा आया ना? और बेचारा उसको शर्म आ रहा है. क्या बोलेंगे लोगों को? What do you say to the people? So he says, no, it was wonderful. Yeah, no, it was really amazing. You know, you also go and see inside, and everybody's being beaten up. So similarly, in this world, everybody's being beaten up by Maya. You know, nobody's escaped from birth, old age, disease, and death, and Adhyatmik Adi, Bhautik Adi, Daivik Klesha. All these kleshas are tormenting a living entity every day. You know, practically every moment. You know, we have some other kind of problem in life, but you know, like we have this, you know, modern sense that, you know, we should pose ourselves as something very great, and we say, you know, how are you? We say, how do you? I'm so fine, so great, wonderful. Even I say like that, but we understand in heart actually things are not exactly like that. And social media, that's the reason, one of the reason actually so much depression is being, you know, people are depressed because there's so much facade actually, you know, because people earlier they used to live at one place and everybody knew them. So there's not so much facade. Everybody knows you. You're no smoker, you're a drinker, you know, fall in the gutter when you come sometime in the week. And people know your character, your family knows your character, people around you know your character. So there's no facade. What you are, what you are. Okay, but in this world, social media, there's so much of fake, you know, facade is there that we post something else, right? And we are not like that, and there is so much of gap, you know? So it's called a split personality, that we are something and we're posing like something. That gap is, you know, it creates tremendous strain. So it's, of course, it's not like that what we are, we should not improve. But at the same time, being what we are actually trying to improve slowly, it helps someone to gradually take the advice and be oneself and not be very, very artificial, which sometimes happen in social media, that many times happens in social media, that people live very, very artificial lives. And that's why you find that hero and heroines, there are so many divorce cases, you know, they seem to be so happy. They are the best, you know, everybody's behind them and thinking that they are the ideals of human society. And you find that every few years, you know, there's a divorce and there's a new marriage. You know, these things keep on happening in the outside, right? So happiest people, but they're not happy within because they're not able to stay with someone. No, it's not. Of course, there might be many reasons. Actually, I don't want to judge, but that's commonly seen. So, Rome Arshan, so we see Balaramji could sense pride in his heart, and then Rome Arshan says, you know, seeing him, Balaramji killed him. So the point I wanted to make was is important actually as we're posing ourselves, you know, and as speaking on social media. Hare Krishna, you're able to hear me? Somehow I lost the screen. Yeah. So when we are on social media, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, your video got disconnected.
Okay. Suddenly Zoom got closed. You know, somebody else's phone and using here.
Audio, we are able to hear, Prabhu. Yes, now okay.
Hare Krishna. Thank you. So I was telling you, important for us actually that we cultivate spiritual qualities. Otherwise, we'll be hollow within and we cannot stand for very long.
अगोदर क्लियर व्हॉइस यायचा, आता येत नाही क्लियर.
Hare Krishna. So we've seen people actually, you know. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yeah, the voice is clear, Prabhu. Maybe from your side you have to check the network.
Somebody is speaking, Prabhu. Somebody is speaking.
Yes, Prabhu. I'll mute Prabhu.
Okay, yeah. So it's important actually we cultivate spiritual qualities and become very, very rock solid, strong within. Because as soon as there is a flood, the first trees which have hollow roots, deep roots, the other ones are going to fall. So we may be standing, you know, and looking very tall and erect, but unfortunately, when tempting situations will come or difficult situations will come, we're not able to stand unless we are deeply cultivated spiritual qualities within. And that won't be that happy experience because already, you know, by spending years in society in ISKCON, we become Prabhuji, senior Prabhuji, and everybody respects. And that time, you know, it will become difficult even our own part actually to get corrections and, you know, being looked down by others, you know, because of our bad qualities. But we have to face such embarrassing situation if we are not cultivated deep qualities within our lives, which is very, very important. So as long as we are small, it's wonderful opportunity actually. Right that time only we cultivate spiritual qualities. And first thing, generally we want to become very famous, very well known, do something which will be very influential. And that's what I was speaking last session, that we should create something wonderful for Srila Prabhupada. We should contribute, and we are in the mission. So we must do something glorious. Why we're here. But at the same time, that's what we want to do. But at the same time, you also understand we have to go deep also within our heart. If you're not gone deep within and we're just building, the floor after floor, our building may collapse at any point of time. It's very risky. Right. So it's important actually to cultivate spiritual qualities. So Balramji killed Romarshan Sut, and all the sages. What did you do, Balramji? You killed the speaker. And because you killed the speaker, now how are we going to have Srimad Bhagavatam? No. And we had blessed the speaker to have a very long life. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Somebody is just talking. He's not
Prabhu,
here.
I will mute all, Prabhu, and then I'll mute. You can unmute yours.
Hare Krishna.
You can unmute yourself, Prabhu. Yes, I muted everyone.
What I'm saying was, yes, important. And then all the sages, what did you do, Balram? You killed our speaker, and we have blessed him to speak for, have very, very long life and give Bhagavatam for all of us. We are sitting here for thousands of years for welfare of entire human clan, and you killed him. And how are we going to have this now? And what about our benediction that we are given him for long life? Balramji, such a kind. Balramji said, oh, humble, Balram says, you want, I can give him a long life. I can give him, as long as he wants, he can live, and he can have a very healthy life. I can I can give him life. So we, Srila Prabhupada is right. That is a transcendental position of the Lord. We should not compare with the Lord. We can't do things what Lord does, because Lord can kill somebody, Lord can give life to also somebody. Sometimes people accuse, कि भगवान ने ऐसे किया था, भगवान ने वैसे किया था, भगवान है. We can't imitate with the Lord. We can't imitate. So Balramji, but sages said, no, Balramji, we honor actually. You wanted, you killed and you sent the bride and you killed, and we don't want to reverse that. But how to find a way? So Balramji is super intelligent. Balramji is buddhi batamasmi. His intelligence of the intelligent. Balramji says that okay, the son represents the father actually, and Ugrashrava, Suta, Goswami actually. So he is son of Romarshan Suta, and Ugrashrava Suta, I'll give him a long life and I'll bless him abundantly, and he'll be the next speaker. So Balramji blessed him actually. He became the speaker, and the narration continued. And for atonement, of course, Balramji, they also said that Balramji got to atone, you atone for this killing this speaker. Even so, these laws sometimes they're applicable even to the Lord. Actually, we find here the Lord acts like a human being and performs superhuman pastimes. So sometimes Lord, very out of his great humility, accepts such kind of atonement. So Balramji said, okay, what is atonement? Two things they said. The first is there is a demon called Balvala. He comes every day. We are doing sacrifice here. We are assembled for the good of the society, and every day he pours down so much of stool, urine, blood, pus, bones, man, all these things, dirty things. So please, actually, kill this demon. Protect us from this demon. And Balramji being Kshatriya was very honored. Wow, I got the opportunity to kill this demon. Second thing they told, you must do a pilgrimage. 1 year you should go to pilgrimage. अच्छा atonement है ना कि भाई कुछ गलती हुआ तो भाई आप यात्रा करके आ जाओ, सबको घूमना अच्छा लगता है ना. तो Balramji said, okay, I'll accept that. And then when all the sages are sitting for sacrifice, and one fine day, he used to come every fortnightly, this Balwala demon, very, very ugly looking, fierce looking demon, blackish, completely huge body, and he used to pour down all this blood, pus, urine, stool, everything on the devotees assembled there. And as pouring down whole thing, Balramji finds that, and Balramji starts fighting with him. And Balramji, with a striking of one club, Balramji is thinking, how should I kill him? He has plow and he has got a club. Every limb of Balramji can kill him. With Kushagra, killed Romarshan Sutra. So he takes, he chooses club. Okay, I'll use this club. And shots on his head, and his head is torn into pieces. You know, there are fractions of his head, and Srila Prabhupada, like a red oxide, the blood is coming out. This scene is very horrible at the same time beautiful. And all the sages are very, very happy. You know, they garland with the lotus flower Balramji, and they decorate the bathe Balramji, like Indra is bathed when he kills Asuras. So Balramji is bathed with ceremonial victory bathing. And he's given a new cloth and new ornaments, and he's given a new nice beautiful lotus garland. And Balramji, you know, the sages are so pleased and they glorify Balramji. Wow, Balramji, nobody can stop whatever you decide. No, Lord has this Shakti called Sankalpa Shakti. Whatever Lord desires, everything happens as per his will. Swabhaviki Jnana Bala Kriya Cha, not the Sekare Karanam Cha Vidyate. Why you want to go to spiritual world? No, there's no work there. You go to spiritual world, we can be happy without work. No, you don't have to go follow job schedule. Right? And Lord doesn't do work, and his devotees doesn't have to do any work. It's all past tense there. And Swabhavika Jnana Bala Kriya Cha. How do things happen if there's no work? No, automatically by the power and potency of the Lord, Swabhaviki Jnana Bala Kriya Cha. By the potency of the Lord, the light has gone here. It's a transcendental Vrindavan Dham, and completely pitch dark. So okay, light has come. So after Balramji killed, and they tell, okay, and also you should have a pilgrimage. And Balramji is going on the transcendental pilgrimage of holy places. And so many holy places, he's visiting. He's visiting Naimisharanya, he's visiting Dandakaranya, he's visiting the Ganga Sagar, the delta region of Bengal, he's visiting, all the way up to south, he's visiting Rameshwaram, and then he's visiting Cape of, Kanyakumari, that Kanyakumari's temple he's visiting, and Srila Prabhupada, right? Even Lord Ram visited, he's so old, and visiting all these holy places. Balramji is taking bath and distributing his mercy in all these holy places. And Balramji is again come back actually to Dwarka, and he finds that Hastinapur comes back, and the war is not over. Many Kshatriyas have been killed, and Srila Prabhupada, right? Actually, that is Lord was happy in one sense that so many Kshatriyas have been killed. These are all burden on the earth, and the very reason appearance of the Lord is to reduce that burden on the earth. And so many Kshatriyas have been killed. So Lord Balaram is happy, and he sees what is happening in the war, and he finds that there is a match between Duryodhan and who is Bhimsen, and there is a match, and Balaramji is affectionate to both of them. He's affectionate to Pandavas, and Duryodhan is his disciple. And Balaramji requests them, please don't fight. Here Duryodhan you find he is very strong, he is very skilled, and Balaramji is very, very strong. So you are equally powerful because he is very skilled and he is very strong. It's very difficult to get the result of this match. So better you stop fighting. Why you fight? But they are already very angry with each other. And they want to fight with each other. And they want to fight with each other. Yes, trust. So they trust, yeah. Little Mahaprasad asked them to keep forgiving. So they want to fight. They're so angry. They're remembering all these previous tribulations. And Balramji just decide, okay, he doesn't want to be part of that whole thing. So you can understand actually how detached Lord sometimes become from his own opinion. Sometimes we become so attached to our opinions. We say something, this should not happen. Why did this happen? How come this can happen? I told it should not happen, and you made it happen. So I not speak to you for many, and we become like, we never talk to such people who have gone against us, right? Sometimes we really become attached to our opinion. But Lord, Balaram said, okay, these people not hearing, better let them fight, and I'm going to my own place and I'll do my bhajan. So sometimes if things are not going as per our way, that is also good. I think Lord is indicating that not so much towards. So but this opportunity for us actually to do nice bhajan in such situation. If things are not happening as per, take it karne do. So we should also become detached. One day, lesson Balramji is teaching us. So one more point I wanted to cover today was actually the importance of pilgrimage. Why do we go to pilgrimage, right? So I'm on the pilgrimage, and many of you might be on the pilgrimage. I heard, Karthik, I think many Kuwait devotees are coming to India. Is it true? You're coming to Vrindavan Yatra?
Yes, Prabhu. Few devotees will come, Prabhu. Few devotees are there.
Okay, so we welcome Kuwait devotees even to Pune. You are most welcome to come to Pune and participate in Yatra. We make the Pune as also one of your destinations. So what are the reasons people, let's discuss that. What are the different reasons actually people go for Yatra? Yes. You want to answer, some of you? You want to guess? Do you want to guess?
I'll unmute them, so I think they will, because I muted them. So, okay, Prabhu, I unmuted.
some reasons you want to share. Some, I think.
To have Prabhu devotees association and to glorify the Lord together, and also hear the Lord's pastimes from the devotees.
Yes. No. Yes, you know, Yat Tirtha Buddhi Salilena Karichit. Bhagavatam says those people who only go pilgrimage only for taking bath. You know, these people are no better than cows and the what crows. No, it's like a crow bath actually. No better than the crows. Right. So that like a crow bath, no, if you're just going. So the main purpose actually we go to pilgrimage to take association, Sangha. I had made some notes actually when I was teaching Chetan Charitamrita. I would like to share this slide. Any more reasons you want to add? Then I'll show my slide also. Yes. Why do people go to pilgrimage? Please allow me to share also. No, I'll share my slide. I prepared this slide actually. Yes.
Prabhu, I think you're co-host, Prabhu. You can share, I think.
You can share that.
Yeah, but I want to listen from you quickly a few more reasons why you do, and then I'll share. Yes, few more reasons why do we people, why do we should go for pilgrimage? Many of you might be, regularly, like at least once, twice in a, or once in a 2 years, 3 years, you must be coming to India and visiting holy places. For different reasons you come here.
Hare Krishna, truly to experience the bliss, we hear so many times about various pastimes of the Lord in different holy places. So we want to actually go and feel that kind of from a practical viewpoint and experience what we have learnt and heard from various devotees.
Right. No, it's very much faith giving, right? Faith बढ़ता है हमारा, है ना?
Very true, very true.
When we see all those places, oh, here is the Lord. He danced on the Kaliya. Here is the place. He killed Putna. Oh, here is the place. Lord built Brahmaji. Oh, here is the place. Krishna killed Agasur. We went to Vrindavan Gurukul and this huge Agasur they have made actually. This Ajwai is the place. That's the place Lord has killed this demon, Agasura, huge snake demon. So seeing all these places, it increases our faith in the narrations of further faith actually, because we see, not only we read, but we can experience the scriptures there, how things might happen, right? All those places are there, and we see Nidhuvan, all those trees are there and bent and creating a structure like a cave, right? Any more reason?
It increases our faith also, Prabhu. It increases our faith more, because when we see the pastime places, it makes our faith stronger, conviction.
This is that point, increase our faith. Any more point? So I'll share, Okay, I'll share my slide. Just a second. I just mailed notice to OB. Okay. Association. To associate with great sense. So in holy places, there are always pure devotees coming and performing bhajan, and advanced devotees staying here to purify the place and purify the people who come there. So we find, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met his spiritual master Ishwarpur in Gaya, and he got his message there, right? And Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself actually, all these places of pilgrimage, he delivered so many people, while traveling. So we always find that, in scriptures we find the pure devotees residing in our holy places. So to associate with them. So these are the, like next month, you might be planning your pilgrimage to place like Vrindavan, and I want to highlight that you must consider actually, we must consider, even I must consider, these are the reasons actually we should make our pilgrimage. So one of the reasons is Sangha, with the pure devotees, how much I can associate actually, take advantage of association. So Radhesham Prabhu is although, like in our temple that is moved that we should not go unnecessarily to any unless keeping aside our seva. But if we say Radhesham Prabhuji, we're going to meet this Maharaj and take his shelter and take his guidance and association, Prabhu is more than happy. Even for months, Prabhu will say, okay, you stay under this Maharaj and serve him. Because we know, more than pilgrimage, if only by
taking bath in a pilgrimage, actually, we can take it purified. But association, pure devotees, by their glance also will get purified. There is a glory of pure devotee. So Sangha is very, very important. When we go to holy place, we should always make sure that we sit in an assembly of devotees and we hear something from pure devotees. We should always have some questions about the place, about the past time, some lessons to learn. When we go to holy place, we should not go and just come back, but there should be association with pure devotees. So we should read, at least when you go, then if there's no devotees available there, we should open our YouTube and start our spiritual master classes given on that places, and try to hear that those instructions, or read Srimad Bhagavatam. So in this way we should associate. Second, Shraddha, we discussed that when you go to such holy places, seeing such holy places definitely increase your Shraddha. That these things are these all places are there, nothing is false, actually everything is true. What places mentioned scripture, all places still there. And then to enter into Pravesh, I mentioned that to enter into pastimes, the abode of the Lord is not different from the Lord. Vrindavana ramyasta divya chinta mani dhama ratana mandira manohara avrata kalindini rajavamsa keli kare tahe shobhe kana Kamal. Vrindavana Ramyasthanam. This is abode, transcendental abode of the Lord. Every single particle of dust here is more valuable than entire wealth of entire creation. So, when we enter into Dham, actually, we are entering into innermost sanctum sanctorium. Like, generally when you enter ISKCON, visit ISKCON temple, you don't get to enter into the sanctum sanctorium. Only special pujaris can enter. But abode is a place where, is a sanctum sanctorium of the Lord. Lord stays everywhere. But specifically, Lord stays in his pilgrim places, actually. Lord is all the while more manifested in his pilgrim places. And we enter into such places. And we see such places. So it's non-different. All these Vrindavan, Mayapur, Jagannath Puri, they are eternal abodes of the Lord, and also present in the spiritual world. So these dhams are eternally present in the spiritual world. So it's also entry into spiritual world. Krishna is very kindly giving us chance to, like an embassy of the spiritual world. Srila Prabhupada says our temples are like embassies of the spiritual world. Anybody comes to embassy, he has the laws of that, not the country hosting that embassy, but the country whom it belongs to, that laws are applicable. So the Pravesh, that we get a feel of a spiritual world, went to Dham, all those places, and the special mood of Dham. And very important, another reason we enter into pilgrimage is Shuddhikaran, for purification. Today one devotee, and he had this headache, and I was playing a little bit not prank, but I was sharing with him, Prabhu, you got this headache and you're thinking of going back, but think about it. Actually, going to Dham, Lord has become very, very merciful upon you, because all this, you got stomach cramps and headache. Because, when we are Dham, there's special mercy of the Lord. All our previous reactions actually get, burned off. Lord is speed on that thing. Lord is much faster in Dham. So this is one perspective. When some problems happen in Dham, sometimes you come to Dham, sometimes somebody will chastise you, sometimes you come to Dham and you will not find proper accommodation. Sometimes you find your health has gone totally bad when you're in Dham. Sometimes you find that you got quarrel with your organizer of the yatra, things are not happened as planned, and you didn't get prasad sometime. So all these kind of mistakes can happen when you come to Dham, right? So devotee, we need to see everything with a spiritual perspective. We really want to be Krishna conscious. Everything has to be seen with a spiritual perspective. So the devotee will see Krishna is so kind that he's purifying me in this Dham. He's helping me to see things spiritually. So one of the reason we come to Dham is purification, actually. Purification through whatever sufferings we get, and purification to extra devotional service, to intensify devotional service. Like our spiritual master, one time his parents visited Vrindavan Dham, and his birthday was there, and he asked, his parents asked, what gift do you want us to give? And he told that every moment, as long as you're in Dham, you should chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So I heard even in Yatra, actually, Maharaj says that every breath, you should try to be Krishna conscious, spiritual, and utilize every moment here. Don't gossip, leave aside all your other things, what you're carrying from other world. You're coming here, take full advantage of the Dham, the atmosphere of the Dham. The place has huge impact on our functioning, actually, the management, right? How we organize our space, is another science, actually. There is a Japanese lady, I don't know what book she has written. She has become extremely famous. Millions of copies she has sold, actually. It's all about how you organize your space. It's about minimal thinking. Anybody remembers what is her name and what book she has written? It's about how to organize your space creatively. Anybody knows that book? I had read about her and I forgot. okay, I'll share. No, I'll literally share. So she has written books and how the space is organized, and how beautifully, nicely we should organize space, and yeah, that's what she has taught. So the place has huge impact actually. In Dham has a tremendous, so many acharyas have done sadhana in Dham. So many acharyas stayed here, they did the bhajan, and Lord has stayed here. So all those cumulative spiritual vibrations we can access if we are in right consciousness. So the purpose we should come Dham is Shuddhikaran. No, we should always think about how can increase my sadhana. And I've seen devotees actually, some devotees every moment they're trying to do Krishna consciousness. They come here and always they're chanting different bhajans and singing, and every moment they're chanting Hare Krishna mantra. Some devotees always serving, from day morning, like our kitchen team many times on Kartik Yatras. Right, early in the morning, 2:30, 3 o'clock, they'll start till night, 10:30, 11 o'clock, working so hard actually. It's part of purification. Right? So one of the reasons we come down is actually purify our heart. Okay, and adding to this, Seva. So I was in Banbihari temple, and Kusum Sarovar, there's a temple, very beautiful temple. Radha Banbihari, Krishna is braiding the hair of Srimati Radharani. And there are two devotees are staying there, Nityananda Prabhu and Palindri Mataji. Amazing, 25 years they are serving here. I just met him today. And last 2 years, Nityananda Prabhu has not gone to Govardhan Parikrama. He's staying in Govardhan. Ab bole yaar Govardhan mein reh ke Govardhan Parikrama nahi kya hua? Every Kartik once he goes for Parikrama. And this time, Palindri Mataji, who is the leader there, she told Prabhuji, please don't go. There's so much of Seva is here. There's no need to go. So Seva is very, very strong reason actually. We come Dham not to enjoy Dham. What we can understand with our eyes, okay? We see the places, but only through service. Sevon mukhe jivado swayameva spurtiyada. When we serve with our tongue and with our senses, and Sevon mukhe jivado, we start with the tongue actually. And we are supposed to have all our senses. Then Krishna will reveal. Krishna won't reveal us, if we don't have service attitude. How the holy name will reveal to us if you have no service attitude? Prabhupada, you say Krishna is not your servant. You say Krishna, I want to see you, and Krishna will appear in front of you. If he is pleased with your service, Krishna will himself appear. So always there should be some service in Dham. So the spiritual master of these two devotees, his name was Balbhadra Prabhu earlier, and then I forgot his sannyas name actually. Balbhadra Prabhu is still a Prabhupada disciple who became spiritual master of Nityananda Prabhu and Palindri Mataji and entire Scotland Yatra. And he used to say that when we come to Dham, we must serve Dham. And they would come and they would clean the Kusum Sarovar, they would do some service to Dham, they'll clean the streets, they'll pick up some trash. Some service to Dham must happen. We are not come to enjoy the Dham, we are come to serve the Dham. And Dham will be unless we serve. How can we expect the mercy from the Dham? When you selflessly serve, the blessings, we ask blessings to the devotees. Please bless me. Okay. And he may bless. But if you really selflessly serve, the blessing will automatically flow out of the heart of the person. You don't even have to ask. So Dham, if we serve, automatically the blessings will come out. We should always serve. We should always find an opportunity to serve some Dhamvasis. Dham, the beggars in the Dham, the children in the Dham. I see many times devotees bring small pens actually, and they'll be distributing to the Brajvasi children, and they're so happy. They're so simple. They won't ask you money or anything. They'll behind you, and if you give a simple pen, 2 rupees, 5 rupees pen, they're so glad. Right? We should serve Dham, the temples in the Dham. Many times, ISKCON, we get donations, but we should also donate to the local temples. Something we should give, because that depend upon the pilgrims actually come there, and they're trying to maintain, and the government is not maintaining them so properly. So we should always see actually how we serve Dham. There is another reason we come to Dham. There is one thing we should do as Smaran. We should try to always remember, the places. Our spiritual master, again, I'm quoting because I heard my spiritual master many times. So when he didn't want you to leave Vrindavan, he didn't want you to get out of Vrindavan, he didn't want to go to US. He was so attached to Vrindavan. But he went to, understanding the heart of his spiritual master understanding how, Srila Prabhupada said him that, Vrindavan is so wonderful. One can just stay here. And understanding Srila Prabhupada, understand his heart, he decided, okay, I'll go out. And every day, in the night actually, would do entire Govardhan Parikrama. Will remember, all the places sequentially. Govardhan Parikrama will remember one after another. So this is another reason, like he says, when the yatra is finished, he says, okay, our yatra begins now. The last day of yatra in the last lecture, in the ending segment, Guru Maharaj will say, our yatra begins now, because we are being charged. We have seen all these places, and it's our time to remember the instruction, the lessons, the places, the people, all these things we are supposed to remember all our year, one full year. When we come to Kartik, we carry all this, the whole charge, and the entire year we are supposed to reflect upon these things. Actually, we are supposed to remember the Lord, right? We are supposed to reflect on these instructions and all the places, so that will help us to remain spiritual and distribute the mercy of Dham. So Srila Prabhupada not asked us actually to spend a lot of time wandering, every time wandering in Dham. He has asked us, he has given us missions. I know devotees, in South Africa. I met them in Ujjain, their children actually. They told our father, he's in ISKCON movement 40 years. Ujjain Kumbh Mela I met, but he has never been to Dham because every time he gets some money actually, he sends some other devotees because their countries are so poor, they can't afford to come to this place. Right? Being 40 years in ISKCON and not coming to Dham and sending out his devotees, what kind of service activities, right? And then meditating on Dham, always reading Krishna book and Chaitanya Charitamrita and remembering those past times and meditating on Dham. Right? So we are very fortunate actually when we get a chance to come to Dham, and we should not lose that opportunity. We should not take it casually. It's only by mercy. Srila Prabhupada says you cannot enter into Dham actually buying a ticket. You need mercy of the Lord actually. Unless Radharani calls you, how can you enter into Dham? And she blesses you, how can you understand? Unless you're blessed. Tave ham bujhavo Shri Vrindavan Rupa Raghunatha Pade Hoi Vyapoti Tabe Ham Era Bujhavo Sejugal Piriti. So he says that only by mercy of Rupa and Raghunath actually. Vishaya Chadiya Kabe Shuddha Veman Kabe Ham Heri Shri Vrindavan. So only when the heart is completely pure, then only we can see Vrindavan. Right, so we should not take it casually. We should apply, the instructions of our spiritual master, so that we're able to qualify, see Dham in its original glory, as the way the Goswami saw it. He Radhe Braja Devi ke chalalite Nanda Suno Puta. They're always searching Radha and Krishna in Dham when they are in Dham. Kalpa, Kutra Govardhan Kalpa Padapatale Kalin Devarne Puta. Where are you, Lord? And they're seeing Vrindavan as a Ramnastan, Divya Chintamani Dham, everywhere they sing Chintamani. So this is the way our Goswamis have seen our Dham actually being situated in a proper spiritual consciousness. And we should also pray to the Lord since that Kabhihama Bhuja Shri Vrindavan. When will happen that I'll able to understand Vrindavan, the transcendental mysteries of Vrindavan, I'll able to enter into the Vrindavan Dham, right? So few more instructions of Srila Prabhupada actually I searched and I found regarding Dham. The purpose of a pilgrimage is to remember the Lord constantly. The last point. The purpose. Everywhere you see, there is a manifestation of Lord in Vrindavan. There are 5,000 temples. Everywhere there is a temple. So much opportunity to remember the Lord. The Lord is known as Tirtha Kirti. The purpose of going to place of pilgrimage to get a chance to glorify the Lord. Even today, although time have changed, there are still pilgrimage sites in India. Mathura, Vrindavan. So Srila Prabhupada is writing the purpose is actually to glorify the Lord, to remember the Lord. So every moment we should try to glorify the Lord and remember the Lord. So this is the instruction we can take from the pilgrimage, holy pilgrimage of Lord Balram. Hare Krishna. So any questions, you want to ask me? There's many things can be spoken actually. What entire Apurva pastime is there. What should be our mood while entering a Dham? But it's entirely, totally new topic actually. We won't delve into that. Yes, Hare Krishna. Sorry for a spontaneous class. I don't know which all places we're flowing. But something I thought I should share a little bit. Yes, Prabhu. Any questions you want to ask? Anything, any reflections you want to share?
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Especially for sharing this, the importance of Dham. And the devotees have any questions? Please, you can unmute and you can ask Prabhu. Prabhu is in a very busy schedule. And in spite of that, Prabhu has come for us to take this class.
I'm like a silkworm. So I created a mesh and I'm dying in that. I need your blessing and mercy. Yes. Any reflection you want to share? Anything interesting you found today's discussion? Hopefully the devotees are here present. Not only the names, but they are also personally present.
Today's discussion, Prabhu, we learned the importance of the pilgrimage and how we should mood. What should be our mood when we are going to the pilgrimage, and what we should do in the Dham.
Thank you. Thank you,
Like
Shubhan Krishna. Any other devotee want to share?
Prabhuji, some of the months are considered to be very important, auspicious, yes. So why is it visiting in those months to or doing pilgrimage is very important? Why is that so?
So our Lord is very, very personal actually, right? He has his own choices and likings, and the time appears and time with Srimati Radharani appears, and that the time of the period of the year they like specifically because of so many reasons. So Radharani is Kirtida's daughter actually. She's also called as Kartika Devi. Kartik is her favorite month. She's Kartika personified Srimati Radharani, and Krishna likes that month very much because Srimati Radharani is favorite. So Krishna is very personal, and Krishna likes Radharani and he likes Kartika, because her name is from Kirtita and her month. So this is one reason we can say. And these are अभी आपको साल भर डिस्काउंट दिया तो लगेगा कि डिस्काउंट क्या है, डिस्काउंट है ही नहीं इसमें, है ना? तो बट आपको दिवाली डिस्काउंट रहता है या क्रिसमस डिस्काउंट रहता है तो वाओ डिस्काउंट टुडे, लेट्स गो एंड टेक एडवांटेज. So Krishna also takes certain times of the year actually where extra discount is there so that to attract our heart and to attract our attention and call us. This is another reason we can see transcendentally Krishna is trying to give a special mercy that time so that we are eager. पूरा साल भर रहता तो वो भी whatever we do regularly this becomes familiarity brings contempt, right? We think okay ये तो regular चीज ही है. There's another way we can see that. Yes. So the places are important. Otherwise, every place would have been important. But the Dham is important. Lord appears that time. That place. Similarly, the time is important because certain pastimes have happened. Specifically, Sharad Rutu actually is going to come. Kartik is going to come. It's very very auspicious. This Venu pastime has happened that time. The Govardhan Leela has happened that time. The Gopashtami has happened that time. Krishna has done many pastimes actually that time. So Kartik is approaching, and we can prepare ourselves mentally, to receive and. Prepare a heart to receive the Kartik very nicely. Appreciate the Kartik month. Okay, Mataji, I don't know if I could satisfy heart.
Yes, absolutely. It was very wonderful session, Prabhuji. I just loved it. Going to the Dham, I did not know it has so many things. I know I get a piece of mind visiting Dham and taking darshans, but behind that you have shared so many layers. So it was wonderful session. Dhanyavad, Prabhuji.
Thank you for sharing. Sometimes I feel spontaneous sessions are good. I don't know. If I'm very structured, it becomes sometimes boring. Anyways, I don't know. You can give that feedback. Yes. Any other?
Krishna, Toshan, Nimai, Prabhuji, thank you very much for a wonderful session. Actually, it is very enlightening about the pilgrimage. Okay, how many devotees will be visiting this year from Pune for Kartik?
Oh my God, Radhesham Prabhu himself also taking one yatra with Hyderabad devotees. Okay, so Hyderabad devotees, 1,000 devotees are going to join. I'm taking a small yatra, maybe 20, 25 devotees may be there. And I'm part of big yatra. I'm taking a small yatra too. There's a Govardhan retreat happening. Sachindan Maharaj, Baby Govind Maharaj, Gopal Krishna Maharaj, Indradumna Maharaj, Burijan Prabhu. All these great souls are going to assemble actually there. And there's going to be 3 days festival, 1 to 3 November in Govardhan, especially under the foothills of Govardhan. So I'm very keen. I'm going to join that with my small group. And we're going to participate in that. It's going to be an amazing, wonderful experience.
Wonderful. We are going to miss.
Yes, Prabhu?
We are going to miss.
Oh, Krishna. Please meditate actually. In the intense separation, the Dham will much more manifest in your heart. Actually, the more we read, the more we hear about Dham, the more we develop separation. Even if we may physically we're not feeling separation from Dham. But somebody might be sitting in a remote corner of the world and always meditating. Like Srila Prabhupada used to say, actually my heart is there in Vrindavan. I'm always thinking about Vrindavan, going back to Vrindavan. Right? So he had left his heart truly in Vrindavan, Srila Prabhupada, always meditating upon that. Right? So somebody may be very, very far, but his heart is in Vrindavan, and that's wonderful consciousness. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Please pray for all of our Kanyadesh devotees.
Surely I'll pray, and please you also, I'll request if some of you are not coming, start preparing a little bit, actually studying, hearing some special classes on the holy places. So many devotees are given nice classes, and start reading about them. So your appreciation for Dham, the separation will increase. Oh, Kartik, I'm missing. Oh my God, I'm not there in the Kartik in Dham. What is this? Oh, I don't know. Why do I have to exist in this material world where I can't go to Kartik Yatra? So such kind of appreciation from Krishna will quickly take us to spiritual world. We develop spiritual desire. So even apparent difficulty actually should increase our separation and our absorption in Krishna actually. That feeling of missing is really good. Right, being here and feeling that I'm missing the material world, I'm missing the internet, I'm missing the news, I'm missing the gossip. We are in Dham, but we are not in Dham actually. We are very, very far. Right. So this is something, some consolation words actually. We are not able to come for Dham Yatra. Right. But these are not wrong actually. These are two words. So I'm just repeating what I heard. Yes.
Anybody?
So should we close? Thank you very much, Prabhuji and Mataji, for
Thank
gathering,
you.
giving me this
Thank you very
opportunity.
much. This is very short notice also this time because Sri Chaitanya Chandra Prabhu only informed yesterday. It was very short notice for you. Still you are
It's my honor actually, somehow to serve you in whatever little capacity I can. Thank you.